Hello everyone, this is Andrew. Today, in 2 hours and 25 minutes from recording this video, we are having our very first worldwide Raise the Planet, Heal the World meditation. And it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be some people that get the times mixed up. That is my fault. It doesn't matter. We're putting out the great energy, the vibration, the love, the healing intention that we need right now. So what's happening is today for us, I'm just outside of New York City to the west. So at 2 o'clock my time, we are having our first meditation. Then again at 10:45 p.m. my time, New York City in the USA, we're having our second meditation. This is kind of to build momentum. This is to build energy, power, and truly the emotion that needs to go behind it. Now we're almost up to 500 people in this meditation. I'm hoping that we can quadruple that or triple that by the time of the next meditation. People don't realize yet just what's happening here. So as the word gets out, as we get feedback from what you have gone through, what you have felt, did you break down in tears? Did you feel anything? Did you see anything? As the weeks progress, I'm going to make this more technological, and we'll do live streaming at the same time. We'll have a countdown on a screen that kind of makes sense and works for everyone. Right now on my website, if you go to the website, there's the countdown. Obviously, it's like right now it's 2 hours, 23 minutes. But obviously, by the time you've watched this, it's going to be a different time. But if you have on a VPN, any sort of like security, you might be getting an incorrect time on that. What you need to know is that 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the USA is when we're actually having that meditation. So we are in the world Greenwich Mean Time minus. Actually, I'm going to stay out of that because I think that's where my mistakes have been made. I've sent out some communications with the wrong times because I was mixing up the Greenwich Mean Time with Eastern Standard Time and what have you. Technically, I shouldn't have mixed any of that up because it was too easy, supposedly. But I've made some mistakes along the way, so I apologize for that. But it's okay. We're meeting in the quantum, we're meeting in the field, and not the field out in your back garden or down the road from where you live. We're meeting, you know where, which is where I go every morning as I meditate. I wake at 4 o'clock in the morning, and this is going to be one for the books. This is the first time, so I have to tell you a little story. This is pretty much all my life for the last 10 to 12 years, I've had people kind of come out of the woodwork and approach me and give me messages. And not small messages either. They're almost kind of nudges to make sure that I'm on the right track or I'm on the right path. And initially, I wasn't ready for any of that. I wasn't owning the power of who I was or who I am and who I can be or could become. So I would get these messages from individuals that would reach out initially on Facebook. And I wrote a very long post, which I will post after today. Today is just absolutely crazy. But I wrote a very long post about yet another couple of really wild instances where a couple of people reached out. One reached out with my grandfather with an important message. And I was in Starbucks And this guy spun around on his feet. He looked at me and he was like, oh, and he made up something on the spot as to why he was a little bit stunned. Within 15 seconds, I had his business card, or he gave me his business card. I reached out to him, and because I could feel that something weird was going on. And and I'm not a religious person. It doesn't mean I hate religion. It just means that it doesn't align with me. I know there is someone, it doesn't matter. I know that there is a God force or a force, whatever, universe, whatever you want to call it. For me, that doesn't matter. But he turned around and said, God told me to show some people today that they have a purpose that they didn't realize they have to live, or to accomplish. I put it in my blog post exactly what he wrote. And it was just, I would have thought he was a whack job if it wasn't for the case that this is the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth message like this. So look, I'm no different from you. I just think that we're all here living through not a time of test. I don't think it's a test. I think it's a time of growth. I think it's a time where we all need to step up. And we all need to raise ourselves up, raise our vibration, and lift the world, raise the planet, and raise it in its vibration. And that is the whole reason behind the website, behind the meditation, the mind movies. Any way that I can help mass lift the consciousness of more and more people that are out there, the better. On my own personal Facebook page now, I've been posting more and more stuff that's like this. Sadly, when someone that doesn't know me, and even members of my own family, when someone doesn't know me and what I've lived and what I've experienced, they look at something like this and they think there is a crazy person. So, and I've done it too to others. So years ago. So I'm guilty of that too. But I am where I am, and I'm going where I'm going. And I can't shy, as my granddad, my Grampy Claridge told me from beyond the grave. He said, you don't realize how powerful you are. And I don't think that's just a message from me. I think that's a message to all of us. That we are all more powerful than we realize. And one of the biggest things I've been trying to get through to a lot of the individuals that ask for, because you probably know, on my website, if we scroll down the bottom, past the podcasts, down here, I've created the health issues, video testimonials, and I've been categorizing all of the illnesses and the diseases, just so that someone like yourself, if you have, what is your in to meditation? What is your in to becoming a better human being, to raising your vibration? So if you suffer from panic attacks, maybe you go in and you watch and you start meditating, because the interest is in yourself to try and get rid of your panic attacks. But the side effects of doing that is that you affect everyone around you. And if all of us pick ourselves up and leave that vibration, we're like all ripples in a pool, in a lake, across this land, across the planet, and we affect everyone else around us. So just by me doing silly things like this for free, this is how one by one we can help affect change. So look, conspiracy theory wise, do I think there's other things probably going on? Yeah, sure. But you know what? We don't need to play into anyone's game. We don't need to be any part of anyone's master plan. This is us picking ourselves up and walking around the bully and getting on with life, be it a virus, be it, someone in power or people in power. It doesn't matter. Come and join me. I've got a couple of pages. The first page I put up, this one seemed to be a little bit easier on the minds of the people that saw this. This is the immune response, heart, lungs, immune system. This is the free meditation that everyone's going to be downloading. But in here, we're going to be blasting this intention of healing and love out into the world. I give you a little kind of preview here. You can get your free copy here. There's some real testimonials from individuals that have either left like Facebook posts or emails. And what I do is I just put a first name. Someone like Sandy didn't mind in New Jersey, but I'm just using a first name, so that's no. Or I'll leave it blank. There's me. This page has already had 778 shares in just the week that it's been up, so absolutely crazy. And then there's Raise the Planet, which I switched the look around a little bit. It was all black. And last night I was watching TV, and it said on the TV, during this difficult time, it's important to continue looking after your physical and mental health. This will not only help you in the long term, it will also help you fight COVID if you get it. So look, this is about raising us up to be a better version of ourselves. Someone said to me about CNN that you'd be better off not. Look, I don't do politics. We don't do politics, and let's be greater than that. Let's be higher than that, and let's lift everyone up that watches this. So I created a little movie trailer. I can't go full screen, probably because I've limited the view. But you could watch it on YouTube. So anyway, thousands of souls gathered with one intention. So here's the deal. The first meditation is today at 2:00 New York time zone, Eastern Standard Time. I will improve all of this. If you go here, you can put in, where you are, and then you can put in your, like New York, and then it will tell you what time the other one is, etc., etc. I need to quit this out now. All right. So the first one is March 21st, and that will be today, which will be 2:00 for me, and then 10:45 tonight. Some of you, for example, Thailand, Australia, some of you, there will be a early Sunday morning or into Sunday meditation that will correlate and line up with that. The next meditation, which will be better, all right, because there's about 500 of us this time doing the meditation. A lot of us are just going by the clock. It's 2:00 your time, whatever it is that lines up with that 2 p.m. in New York, whatever your time is. Press play, and we're only going to be a few seconds out. But the intention, the massive build up from all over the planet. I literally got people from all over the world. Tomorrow I start advertising this to people with like minds, like hearts, and hopefully we'll grow and grow this movement. So next weekend, next Saturday, we're going to do the same thing, and then the following, which is the final, the 4th of April. The 4th of April is going to be a powerhouse of a meditation. I'm going to email you a link to the brand new meditation at that point. And then after that, there's a lot of people in our lives that are suffering from anxiety, from stress, from fear. I'm going to create a layman's person meditation to calm the average person down that's on the street, that's maybe never meditated before. Okay, so I thought about this the other day, just creating something that is soothing, that is calming, and can work wonders for someone that's never possibly meditated before. So anyway, I got lots to do. It's just over 2 hours. I got to export this, upload it to Facebook. If you're watching it, thank you so much to the admins for helping to make this happen. I'm going to be interviewing pretty much every day this week, maybe even later. If anyone had any profound experiences, reach out to me, email me, message me, and I'll see if we can do a podcast, and I can record you via audio to see how your experience was. We can just talk about life and what we're going through right now as a planet. That's it. Good luck. I really hope to meet all your energies out there in the ethers, in the field, and this is the beginning of something incredible. Thank you so much. I don't really do any of the namaste or any of that stuff. I'm just a regular guy, but I think that's the point in all this, is that anyone, no matter what your background, can join in. I wrote a list earlier, and this is going to be for my advertisement that I'm going to be putting on Facebook and what have you. So you might see me again as well there. So I'm going to be calling all light workers. That's what you are. When you go in and you affect change, when you go in and you put intention into love and healing, and you blast it around the world to affect people, you're a light worker. Energy healers. At that point, pretty much you're talking about that you are an energy healer. You're working with energy. That intention is energy. You are helping to heal the planet. Meditators, anyone that meditates, religious individuals. So no matter what your religion, even if we pray, that is intention. That is focused. Just like they say, when two or more are gathered in thy name, that is where it's at. That is where all of this meditation comes together. And then artists of the world. Look, I'm an artist, and at the end of the day, it's the artists out there as well as the light workers, the energy healers, meditators, and religious people with firm beliefs. It's all of you. But the artists, they have the essence of what we have, which is an inner understanding, an emotion that we can tie to a feeling, tie to an intent. They can visualize stuff. They can see that and send it out and create it. The only difference is they're not using their hands. They're using with their minds and their words. And one final thing, remember the words that you speak. Be careful of the words that you speak. They have very powerful intentions. They have very powerful kind of intentions behind them. So when you say I am or I will, you're programming what comes next. So be careful what you say. You're adding more weight to it. I am powerful. I will heal the planet. That's what we want to be talking about. Anyway, thank you so much for all of your absolutely incredible videos. Sorry, not videos. I'm thinking about making a video. All of your incredible emails, your messages, the messages of love and support. It's just been mind-blowing. The rest of the world probably won't see this message. I don't know that I'm going to be putting this up on my personal Facebook page. Not ready for that yet. So I'm putting this in 3 of the meditation Facebook groups. There is one meditation Facebook group that won't allow this. They won't allow a worldwide healing. Technically, because this is me promoting me. So it's not for me to be upset. I guess the rules are what they are, but by doing so, they've kind of cut their nose off to spite their face type of deal. So that just means I need to push harder in other ways, and I will. So in service, in love, thank you so much, and I'll see you in a couple. Take care.